Cluster injuries can happen in Major League Baseball as well. We talk about it in football all the time, but let's look at the Dodgers pitching rotation. This is Dr. David Chao, Sports Injury Central. We cover baseball, not just football, not just basketball. We have a panel of doctors who have pro sports team experience, including in the major leagues. I spent a little time with the Twins and as an assistant covering games with the Cubs. But here we go. Let's talk about the Dodgers and their pitching staff. Lots of injuries going on there. Most recently, Dustin May. But it started with Walker Buehler. He probably would be the number one pitcher if healthy, but had an August 2022 Tommy John surgery. Tommy John reconstruction surgery. Not a simple repair. Second one of his career. They're reportedly targeting September for a return, but that seems pretty optimistic. Return from Tommy John surgery is usually closer to 18 months than 12 or 13 months, so don't expect the Dodgers to have him. Julio Urias, the number 2 if healthy, 15-day disabled list or injury list on May 20th with a left hamstring strain. That's a big deal for a left-handed pitcher. Look, you pitch with your legs, it's well known. Your legs and your back, and you translate the force off the mound through your arm, shoulder, and elbow. Significant deal. He's out 15 days at least on the injured list, but do not look for him to return immediately in early June because he's got to ramp back up, get into shape, and his arm back into pitching shape. Don't expect a quick return right at 15 days for the Dodgers' number 2 pitcher. Dustin May is also now out. 15-day IL for a flexor tendon strain. It's said not to be Tommy John. That's good news. But the flexor tendon is right near the Tommy John ligament, very close to it. And he got PRP injection, which means there is an injury that requires healing. Rest after PRP and for PRP to kick in is measured in multiple weeks, not days. He will be lucky to stay off of the 60-day IL list, right now just at 15 days. He's going to miss minimum of a month, likely closer to 6 weeks, and then you're going to really creep into the 60-day IL territory for Dustin May. Of course, they still have Clayton Kershaw, career back issues, and we still remember him being pulled from a perfect game, late game, to preserve him. Tony Gonsolin is certainly getting the job done, but he started late with a spring training ankle injury. Noel Syndergaard, coming off of March 2022 Tommy John surgery, is struggling a little bit. 1-3 with a 5.88 ERA, but so far the arm is holding up. The Dodgers have now had to bring up 2 24-year-olds from the farm system, and they will be starting games. Gavin Stone and Bobby Miller, both starting back-to-back games for the Dodgers. Fortunately, they're in first place, 29-19 record, 1.5 games ahead of the Diamondbacks in NL West, but it's very, very early. The Padres have certainly had their hitting struggles in the NL West, and they're below 500. But watch out, if the Padres can get hot, they've got the roster, and these pitching woes aren't going away anytime soon for the Dodgers. They'll really have to rely on the 2 young 24-year-olds being called up to get the job done. We'll see what happens, but this certainly qualifies as a cluster of injuries for the LA Dodgers here, with the multiple pitchers being out. And injuries sometimes beget injuries in terms of depth and innings pitched. So it's something to watch on their veterans as well. This is Dr. David Chao, Sports Injury Central. Please subscribe here or go to sicscore.com and set up notifications for all the latest injury information. The only place for injury analysis as opposed to injury reporting. Thanks for watching.